All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with Icewind Dale trying to cool off in this incredible summer heat. Last time, our intrepid heroes went to a Goliath base and were basically introduced and told the story of why the two Goliath tribes do not get along and were sent on an errand to basically get the other Goliath tribe to play nice again. On their way there, they managed to meet a very friendly flying lizard who was not very fun to deal with and managed to F up the party quite a bit. Do
At
I
an
have you on the
owlbear.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're on
did
the right one.
a second owl. We also had a second owlbear, and Agony sent that back to Duncan's hole.
See what
Yes.
happens with that.
And I do have you on the proper map, so we're good to go.
And and
And cat
Frost is
no longer T-pose.
yes.
Yay. So you guys see griffins flying around this place. You can't see this area over here and over here. Those are clouds.
Of the
Great. So remind Frost's player, what are we doing here?
Trying to get the Goliaths to play nice.
Yes. Can you remind her player who wasn't here? Why are they not playing nice? Like, did somebody steal?
Think of the
his
episode "The Great Divide" in Avatar. There was a pissing match about who was actually more in the right in some kind of dumb game.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Are
Kind
you
of.
kidding me?
So they were
with a little
playing a game
extra.
of sports, and one of the Goliath children from the tribe you just left got mauled by a griffin, and this tribe that you are currently with refused to apologize for the actions of their pet griffin.
Well, they should. So let's go for it. I got this. I can. Frost is great at negotiation.
I thought, well, I mean, personality-wise, I thought our other two people were more outgoing.
I said great at negotiation. I didn't say outgoing.
That is a very important distinction, but also
Yeah, we
I'm
want
going to
we
find
want the
where we are.
person who is
There we are.
because with the first five and persuade. Does anyone like what is everyone's persuasion?
Yeah.
Mine's
Plus
a plus
5.
5.
Hey.
Okay. Um.
All right, so let's get into some descriptions, shall we? So you guys are currently on the path to Sky Tower Shelter. I already told you about the griffins flying about. I might as well go ahead and do that. That.
Have this
Come
one.
on. No, they didn't.
Are we still level 4?
No,
Oh, what level are we?
5.
Of course.
Well, he's populating it, so go ahead and level.
All right, there we go. So there they are. Let's get them on the grid because there is a grid to be on.
And not under DM notes.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's see. So as you guys travel up this path, you hear the griffins shrieking out.
Yeah, Skiff just has his bow, like not already having an arrow drawn, but like one of those things where like how people who use a bow just hold it a certain way, not by the string itself. I forget the other area called, but he's holding it by that part, and he has like a almost like a trigger finger to like go grab an arrow because he's like really at the ready to try to shoot something because they're approaching the group of Goliaths that was supposedly in the wrong, and they're surrounded by griffins, and this is like they're really vulnerable right now.
And we have an owlbear.
Yep.
We don't know how well they're going to react to that.
owlbears can't fly.
Albeit,
Not yet, they can't. I'm sure they'll get there someday. Alright. 6 griffins circle above you, shrieking at your approach. They descend until they're a few hundred feet away, but come no closer. At the end of the entranceway is a 10-foot tall barricade made of wood and stone, set with a crude gate made of thick lumber and festooned with metal blades. Gaps in the gate allow you to see an unusually tall figure in hide armor standing 10 feet behind it and clutching a great axe. Beyond this figure is a higher ledge with 5 equally towering figures standing atop it, which for some reason they decided to make this opaque so you can't see through the barricade, but trust me, they're there. That would be it for the description.
Well, let someone get their spells up.
Skiff's gonna refrain from talking.
I mean, when don't you?
I'm sure he's a real chatterbox to like fish and sea creatures, but you wouldn't know.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So
Would the
there's
boar
that.
and owlbear go up with agony?
I have no reason to think that they don't have a spot for them. I think they have them found.
You hear a gruff voice on the other side of the barricade. What do you want?
We wanted to know more about your dispute with the other tribe.
Nothing to say. Leave.
We may have insight that might help.
Whatever you're peddling, we don't want it.
We don't have anything.
Then you have nothing for us. Leave.
As Frost.
Frost is like, I'm sorry, my good sirs, but I do think you might want to take the opportunity to listen to what we have to say.
If it's anything about that accursed other tribe, you can stop there and leave. We're uninterested in Warren Doom.
Trust me, I think you'll be interested in this. I'm gonna roll persuasion.
No. He won't listen.
Oh, he won't? Well, that's good because I rolled a 7, so it doesn't matter what I roll.
Got the one out
then
now.
Frost goes, how about we do something to prove that we're worth listening to?
Nothing you could say but it would be worth listening to. The only way you're getting in here is if you have something we want.
Well, what would you want that we could find?
Tell you what. Bring me the white cloak of Ogalai, the chieftain of Wormdoom Crag, and then we'll talk.
Out of character, is that the other tribe?
That is the other tribe.
So, do you mean
How
to start a
about-
war with them?
No, Frost is like, I have one better. Is there anyone or anything that is causing you trouble?
The Wormdoom Crag.
Other than them.
And then he starts to leave.
They're seriously gonna do
Only
this.
wants one thing.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
Okay. So Frost is like, okay, guys, here's what we're fucking gonna do. We're gonna get that cloak. You wanna know how we're gonna get that cloak?
Talking.
Yes.
Okay, out of character, just so you know, it's a week's travel one way between tribes.
Yeah, I was saying, I don't want to do that. He doesn't deserve the cloak. I'm ready to I'm ready to start war on these guys. These guys are in the wrong anyways. I'm not gonna give them anything they want. I might have done
Frost
an
is
errand for them, but
okay.
I'm ready to kill them now.
Frost is like, listen, I get that this is taking time, but we have Frost is like, I've got an idea, guys. Do you trust me?
Trust you.
So Frost decides that she is going to do a brilliant idea. So the guy was just a door guy, right?
As far as you know.
I'm going to sneak inside with my amazing fucking skills of climbing.
You're right. It's out of character. It's not like griffins could see you and alert them to your presence or anything.
That's why I'm gonna stealth.
You have nothing to hide behind. Like, the griffins are currently surrounding you, watching you.
Okay, right. Fucking griffins.
No offense,
So
but go ahead.
okay, so yeah, I thought they were lower down. She goes, so Frost just goes, okay, fuck this, and knocks on the door.
It's a big gate thing. I don't think they'd call it a door.
Frost
It's
goes,
a door.
I challenge someone to combat to force them to listen to us. Some bitch just learned Fireball. Me. I'm the bitch who just learned Fireball.
For the record, I found it really hilarious when Agony was trying to talk, and it was like, "We have insight for you." It's like, really? We don't even care. It's like, actually, we have nothing. Okay, then you don't have anything for us. Go away. And it's like, which is it?
You don't have something. Insight. Where she thought.
Yeah, they don't want to hear any of it. As for your comment about trial by combat or whatever to try and convince them, you hear one of the guards, someone different from before, basically shout, "We don't do combat. We play goat ball."
Oh yeah.
Do we need a team for Goat Ball?
I want to say it was a team of 4 to 6.
How
Yeah,
convenient! We have a team of 4 for a 4-on-4 game of Goat Ball.
All right. Do they actually have the goat ball arena here? I don't think they.
I would hope they would, since they want to play it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Well, it was more
we're-
along the lines of,
God.
did they include it on the map?
Fuck, we are so average Joe's gyms in this.
Yeah.
We have magic.
Let's see.
I can
You
intercept
realize-
projectiles.
You realize their
I'm the
toddlers are as
all-star.
big as us, right?
Yeah, that's one thing she.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was.
I know how big they are.
Let's see. 6. No.
It's either A, we go back and get the cloak, or B, we fucking fight Goat Ball.
Goat ball.
Like when we were. I kind of wanted to do it. Got back to the other. But.
Yeah. As far as the rules for Goat Ball, just think dodgeball.
Yep.
It's easy.
On all.
On pillars that you could
Pillars.
fall and get hurt on. And it's a lot of athletic or acrobatic checks.
Luckily, we have like, let's see here. Do I have any spells that can help us?
Got rid of. Sorry.
So, after you say that you have a team of 4 to fight in goat ball, one of the warriors comes over and opens the gate right here in the middle. And is like, All right, you think you got what it takes to beat us in Goat Ball? Fine. I'll take you to the arena.
Actually have.
Sort of. They don't have one like the other Goliath tribe does. But yeah. Also, your two companions, the owlbear and the boar, have to wait outside. The door isn't large enough for them to come through.
Dang it.
So he leads you this way. Let's see. What room is that? 1 second. Oh, there it is. This rough-hewn passageway slopes gently upwards to the south. Sconced torches illuminate carvings on the walls. And that would be this way.
Skiff
So
follows him, but it's one of those like trails behind as he's following him, just because he's trying to like take in and remember pathways and how everything's oriented. Um, if he ever needs to, if for some reason that things go wrong and they have to get out of here in a hurry, he wants to make sure he knows like where people are located, etc.
Luckily, and I
Stuff go wrong.
definitely have Wanderer, so that's
So, as he's walking you through, he's like, these carvings depict the history of our clan. Um, it would be good for you to study them just so you can see what you're up against. And then
excellent. Do we get to study them right now?
yeah, go ahead and roll intelligence or history.
Neither are good.
13.
It's them.
Is Zan gonna roll history or insight? Oh, there you go.
They
Sorry,
were none of these people were the
intelligence.
best in their class.
Apparently not. Frost, you got the best.
Yeah, me and Skiff.
So you can't tell how old it is, but based on the pictures, it looks like this tribe marched up the mountain, beat the shit out of these griffins, dug these tunnels with their bare hands, and created a home for their people here in the mountain from scratch. So
Excellent.
this is a
Bare
race
hands?
of dedicated strength and perseverance. They do.
Oh, I need to
Meanwhile,
roll my health.
I'd
That'd help.
recommend you do that. So when you guys get into the hall, you can see that there's a table and everybody's feasting.
Motherfucker.
Well, you take the average, so the average is 4.
23 health now. I have
Nice.
23 health.
When you walk in here, the one that's been escorting you yells to the others, "Looks like we got a game, boys!" As they move the table out of the way, these guys back off. Over here. I'm moving these guys out of the way so I can draw on the map. Let's see, draw shape. I'm gonna make it red so it stands out. There. 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 Well, it's a little bigger than I had intended, but whatever. And there. Okay, cool. So they mark out these locations with stones for you to stand on. These stones are really big too. They're like the size of tree trunks.
Girth or height?
A little bit of both. They're
Big.
5 by 5 by 5. So you guys are 5 feet off the ground where you currently are standing on those. All right. So first things first, you all roll initiative, and your combined
Oh, good at that.
initiative will be judged against their combined initiative.
I'm guessing Skip had to make it for agony. Got it.
Yeah.
You can't
Pretty-
nat 1 or nat 20 on these initiatives, so it's fine. So the average of your initiatives versus the average of their initiatives. Which helps if I knew what their initiative bonus is. Hold up. Oh, okay. Good to know. Perfect. All right. So, dang it. I have to do math. Okay, so theirs is an average of 13 versus yours.
Is the guy who led us here gonna stay where he is, or is he gonna move to be with everybody else?
I haven't moved him yet. He's going to be the judge.
R4 add up to 60, and averaging that out of 4 is 15. So
All right, so you guys will end up being first. So he goes over the rules of Goat Ball, which I have to go back to Wormcrag in order to actually read the rules out because some people may not have seen last episode.
Me cough.
Other people maybe. All right, so where is Goat Ball? So Goat Ball is a team sport similar to dodgeball. For those of who know what dodgeball is, it uses a furry, misshapen ball made of stuffed goat hide and requires usually a dozen or more elevated platforms. Since this is kind of a skirmish game, they're only going with 4. That's because the maximum is 6 people per team. Arranged in a random pattern. 2 teams of 4 to 6 players clamber onto the platforms and pass a ball back and forth and try and knock the opponents off. The team wins if all of the opponents have been knocked out of the game. To determine the outcome of a goat ball game, everybody will need to either attack or dodge, or you could do your attack or your dodge is determined by your athletics or acrobatics, your choice. You do all of them at once, and then the team with the higher athletics or acrobatics wins. In the event of a tie, it keeps going until each. Yes, basically. So that's going to be your athletics or acrobatics. Each one of you gets to choose, and then you roll that, and then I roll theirs, and whoever gets the highest wins.
I'm guessing they're going to go all athletics.
More than likely, yes. They are big, brutish
I
creatures.
do have a +3 in athletics, guys.
That's decent.
Better than nothing.
That is better than nothing. In fact, I'd say almost anything is better than nothing. So. Yeah.
By the way, I got magical guidance, which when you reach 5th level, you can tap into your inner wellspring of magic to try and conjure success from failure. When you make an ability check that fails, you can spend 1 sorcery point to reroll the d20, and you must choose a new roll, potentially turning the failure into a success. So, is that going to be able to come up at all during this?
So the way I'll do it for this particular one is if you do not like the roll you make, you may re-roll it, but you have to choose before I declare the result because it's not just your result, it's everybody's result totaled. So before I
Okay.
declare whether you guys have won or lost, you need to decide whether you're going to re-roll or not.
Okay, then once I see everyone's roll, can you give me a second to decide?
I'll ask you.
Yeah,
before I
please
go
do, so I don't
thing. All right, so go ahead and roll. Hey, that's pretty good.
Right, we're all rolling, you're saying, right? Okay.
There you go. All right. So total 33. That's 50. That's 66. Versus theirs.
You know, Agony, you're kind of slacking on our, group roles here.
So do you want me to reroll?
Do you have
Her
the
ability is only
ability?
for her ability is only for herself.
Yeah, it's only for myself.
Well, I mean, I thought he was saying that.
No, it's
just
an
you?
ability for myself.
Okay.
It's just me, and I got a 22. I'm not re-rolling.
Yeah, so if she was
Oh, you
weighing
don't
this
want to
down,
re-roll that?
yeah, so if she rolled
No,
like a
I'm
2 or
good.
something, she could try doing it again.
Yeah, it would just use the sorcery point,
All
and
right.
I have 5
So
of those.
your total was what did I say? 66? No. 33,
33.
40, 56. No.
It was 66.
Yeah, I was right the first time. It was 66. Unfortunately, they got better with a 76 in total.
So,
What does that mean exactly?
Round 1 goes to them.
How many
Do
rounds
any-
are there?
It's best of 3.
do
no.
any of us fall out, or are we just still here? Like,
Well,
do we?
so what it is that their total being higher means that they knocked you guys down. So that
Okay.
round 1 to them.
Okay, I get you.
Yep.
So we roll again?
Yep. Round 2.
I am re-rolling, using a sorcery point to fucking re-roll.
Oh, you want to re-roll that? But it was so good.
I
It was my favorite number.
I definitely think I want to re-roll that 4 into that
Mhm.
17 I got.
Oh, well, I mean, if you want to make it not my favorite number, that's fine. All right, so 23 plus 17, that's 40 plus 19, 59 plus 13, 60, 72 versus their 61. You guys beat them.
Yeah, you guys. Thank God for my sorcery. Thank God for that optional ability that sorcerer gets at level 5. Thank the gods. All right.
Already.
Oh.
You're all tied up. This is the match point.
I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit.
You're gonna re-roll it.
Yep. Still one. Still one better is nothing.
One is better.
One is
Alright.
I didn't get lower.
All right, so that's 11, that's 30, 46, 69. Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Ending off with a score of 69 for this game. Not the worst.
Yeah.
No. Except they also got a 69.
So
That's
it's
not
just
so nice. We do
Roll
it again. Overtime.
Yep, y'all are in overtime. Let's see
I'm
if
gonna
you can do it.
decide after everyone rolls.
Let's see. So that's 14, 15, 19, and 21. Are you
What would
gonna
our
re-roll?
combined score be if I do not re-roll? That is what I'm gonna ask first.
Let's see. So that would
Same
be
thing.
29.
We got it again.
Oh yeah, you did get it again. Look at that.
All right, group
So that's
decision. Should I risk
30.
it?
It's gonna be harder to not get a better than 14.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I think
We'll
you're
keep
good.
it. We'll keep it. Keep 69.
All right. Unfortunately for you guys, they got 93.
Oh my.
So we lost, and then they will not hear us out. Is that how it goes?
Well, you lost, but it was a good game. So they will at least not turn you away.
Okay. Good. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. So, so do they tell? How do they tell us that?
Well, first, everybody hops off their respective pillars. You guys were already knocked off yours, so you know,
We're
not
on
a
the
lot of
ground.
movement for you guys. They put the
rock.
the equipment away, which in my case is me moving all of these to delete them.
I moved.
Yeah, there we go. And delete. There we go.
Back
They
into
bring.
stone storage.
Yep, they flip the the stone cover off of their oven here, their in-ground oven, which you can see in the floor here. It's been there the whole time, but they basically invite you to eat because you guys did good. It's been a
Since we
while
didn't,
since they've had. It's been a while since they've had to go into overtime.
so they're basically like, good game. We find you worthy.
Oh yeah, no, they're sportsmanlike. If you can give them a good game, they'll treat you. Well, I was
So
gonna say well, but they won't treat you poorly.
yeah.
Is a better way of putting it.
So I guess
It's like
we
well
could
the
sit
stretch.
around them, like in certain
Yeah.
corners.
Yep. Basically. Um. So, a long rectangular fire pit heats this 15-foot high cave and fills the area with scents of meat cooking on a grate over the pit. The sound of cheering also fills the cave. Um, let's see. Then they basically start going into stories about their hunts and whatnot, and ask if you guys have any stories yourselves to share.
Um,
Skiff
Right
doesn't
on
want to join them.
hunting.
Uh, Skiff finds the whole thing really. He's still wary.
Understandable.
Yeah.
probably tell them about our chaos with the
Dragon.
No, why would you want to bring up the fact that hey, all we did was have something run away from us?
I was gonna
We
say the
didn't beat it.
Verbeeg. I was gonna say the Verbeeg. Since we won that.
Oh yeah, the
The talking mammoth.
the giants and the mammoth. Yep, those are two really good stories.
We can do both. Like tell them about the Verbeeg and the giants.
All
Give
right,
them 2 for
fair
1
enough.
deal.
Skiff would
That
refrain from telling stories.
that's
Ah,
fair.
That's fair.
Offers?
Something just happened. I asked for their version of the Griffin attack with
So, as you do, a Goliath you didn't see before. It's the one from the gate, although you didn't really recognize him and didn't even notice him come in. Walks over. Where was his? Hold on.
He's named.
He is. Many summers ago, the children of Sky Tower challenged the children of Worm Doom to a game of goat ball. One of the children of Worm Doom, angered at being knocked off their perch, threw a ball at one of our griffins and struck it in the head, wounding her in return. The game was called off. Days later, hunters from Worm Doom climbed our mountain and slew the griffin in its nest, a grave insult. We've been at war ever since.
They told us that the griffin.
Can I roll intuition to see if he's hiding
But-
anything about his story?
That too.
Can I roll to see if
Probably be insight.
can
based.
I ask
Okay, yeah, sorry, insight.
Oh hold on,
I
what's
don't.
Agony's intellect?
Uh,
Or wisdom? Wisdom.
wisdom
what's
is
Agony's
12.
wisdom? Would Agony really ask and really point out what they said? Really?
They check out.
I'm trying to
I
figure
like
out
how
what's
both
going
of you
on.
got the same roll.
Just with
You
different
know
numbers.
what? I'm gonna
Wait.
roll insight, and I would like to roll for Agony thinking
What?
logically. I don't know what to
How
roll
do
for
you
that.
roll for someone else?
If Frost goes, Agony, we're listening to their story right now, not the other parties. And I give Agony a look that says, bitch, don't fuck this up. like I say it calmly, but I give a look that says, bitch, don't fuck this up for us. And
I wouldn't
obviously
be
Zan
surprised
got
if they
amazing
told you
insight.
something more towards their version.
Is that what Zan and Frost get? That they told us something more toward their version?
That's what he was saying.
I'll look at body
That's
language.
That's what Arn Rockfist Akhenathi said in response to Agony's comment.
Oh.
Of course, they'd want to portray it as them being the victims.
Frost goes, truth be told, how long ago was this truly? Years? Months?
How long ago was it? You know what? That's a fantastic question. Let me see if it has it written down.
Because you know that might dictate my next
Because
topic.
I believe they state, and I quote, many moons ago, but
That's so
Does the
relative.
yeah.
Oh, and keep in mind that we technically were okay. Skip didn't really care for, it, but we technically were told by the other Goliath tribe that the leader of them, because of Agony's diplomacy, the leader was really cool to meet, to negotiate, and to discuss things. And we were basically just sent here to say, hey, we want to go to a third party, like neutral area or their base. Just say your piece, kind of thing. And that's why we came here. We already realized they're obviously going to say that the guys that we just came from are wrong.
Yep. Also, the other side also says many summers ago. They both opened with many summers ago.
I'm
They
telling
opened
you,
the
Great Divide
exact
bullshit.
same way.
But how many
years.
summers?
Frost goes, were you alive for this?
Let's see.
How long do Goliath live?
I think they're around the same.
Hey man, you can't say that they're less than human. That's not really cool, man.
He's a
Not like
tiefling. It doesn't
that.
count. There's no humans here.
I mean, literally.
It's like there's not even half humans here.
So I'm currently comparing both of their stories side by side, and the little extra bit towards the bottom. Um, so to answer your question, the game does not tell me how many summers ago is. Although I can hazard a guess, you wouldn't be able to tell because none of you are Goliaths. As for your question as to whether he was there,
Yes, they are about the same age.
let's see.
It's like, was this blood feud for like decades or centuries or like half a year? Like, what are we talking?
Said many summers.
Many's relative depending on who said it, though.
They both said it, so
I know, but many
has to
is
be more
like,
than
is it
two.
like 5 or is it like 15 or is it like 50?
Yeah.
Oof. Okay, that's fair. So he says yes, he was there for that. He was part of the winning team in that goat ball game.
Child. You said that.
Yes, and so was she.
Didn't she die?
Oh heavens, no! You wouldn't have been sent here by anyone but her.
Out of character, out of character real quick, didn't they say the child died?
No, it was injured.
Ah, okay.
So the first story you heard was, and I quote, many summers ago, the children of Worm Doom challenged the children of Sky Tower to a game of goat ball. During the game, the ball tumbled near one of the griffins of Sky Tower. When one of the children tried to fetch the ball, the griffin went berserk and grievously wounded her. The game was called off. Hungry for more of the child's flesh, the griffin hunted Worm Doom for days. Our hunters were forced to kill it to protect the child. The two clans have been opposed ever since. So that one paints the picture of it was a mishap and Sky Tower refused to take responsibility for one of their griffins going rogue. Meanwhile, Sky Tower's version of it says that Wormdoom instigated the fight with the griffin. The griffin was retaliating at the slight, and then in retaliation for self-defense, they came back and killed that griffin after they had left.
In its own nest, like a bitch
In its
move.
own nest. A grave insult. And they have been at war ever since. And now, Arn has told you that the child that was grievously wounded was Ogalai herself.
So it's now a feud between literally the leaders of these two clans.
Yep.
This is a headache.
Why do you think the Avatar just lied at the end?
Yeah, they've both told you two very, very different.
Well, we obviously knew they were going to say something different, but we came here. We technically we came here with a mission to get this clan's leader into a discussion talk somewhere else. At least it's what we were offered and told and everything.
You
Yeah, we
don't
did-
seem unreasonable. He gives you all a moment to think. After that moment, I tell you what. I'll be willing to make a concession and listen to her demands, and we can let bygones be bygones be bygones on her terms if you all could do a favor for me.
What's the favor?
Let's see, who is this person?
Skiff
Area
says nothing but
4.
raises an eyebrow.
Where is Area 4? Um, yeah, no. Oh, okay. Okay. The oh, I like that thing. All right. He states that if you guys are able to cure his mother's blindness, he will go with you.
Well, Skiff's pretty good at bringing me back with his medicine kit.
I was out of character. I was actually thinking the fact that we have greater restoration water on us.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
right. Yeah, we
that's
do have that.
literally what I was thinking.
I was
So
also thinking
Frost
about
goes.
lesser restoration with my spells. I didn't
Well,
even
Well,
think
you
of
know,
it.
save
we
a
use
slot, man.
spells if we
Yeah,
have.
I got the statue. I'll get the statue and some water.
Frost goes.
You guys are like, well, since you mention it, we happen to have just what you need.
So Frost
Just
goes.
what you need, a naked
I
man
think
statue.
It was a
actually-
fluke that we do, though.
Yes.
Yeah, it really
Frost goes.
was.
Actually, now that you mention it, Zan, our healing monk here, might be able to help. We have, and we think we have some special water that we can use to heal your mother. I say as a hint that I'm going to use prestidigitation and we're going to make some fucking water.
Well, I think we already have some on us. Like, I know Skiff has like a water skin of it because.
Yes, so do I.
Well,
So I
that,
use mine.
well, that and the fact that you don't want to brag about a statue
Yeah, they
saying
might take
it's
it
an
from us.
item to be stolen and they can just mug us.
Fair. So
I mean, they
I go.
could, but with that, he's like, if you can cure her, we'll do whatever you want.
So, Frost looks at Skiff and motions him over.
He doesn't move. He just like tosses his water skin at her.
She grabs it and she's like, "Where's your mother?"
Right this way.
I'm gonna be
So he
murdered.
walks over to this hole in the ground. Is basically like, we as it slides you down to the area below.
How low is it?
I love it.
20-foot slide.
It's a slide.
Let's see.
So you're telling
at
me
the
I
center of
shouldn't
this
just
12-foot
jump
high
down
cave
it?
stands an. Yep. In the center of this 12-foot high cave stands an 8-foot tall stone inscribed with runes. Behind it, a 5-foot diameter chute carved footholds ascends to the other cavern. He then leads you over this way. Past the guards standing at the top of the hill over here. Which, by the way, if anybody's paying attention, you may realize that those 2 guards were left there, as the other one is now currently slacking off in the mess hall. So he leads you over here.
That's a big cat.
That is a big cat. It's actually one of my favorite monsters in all of D&D, which I'm going to show you this amazing ball of fluff. Oh, I love it. Look at it. It's so fluffy.
Hey, that's the thing that one
Kiora.
character did. Okay. Like I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
It's been
Kiora.
forever.
She has run into the crag cat a bunch, and when she wasn't a Kool-Aid bear.
Yes. So in this room, gotta skip around. This 12-foot high cave has a crackling fire in the center, and the walls are lined with hunting trophies, including the skulls and pelts of various mountain-dwelling creatures. Seated, but why did you put A there? I'll read it as it says it. A seated by the fire. I don't think they meant to put the A there. Seated by the fire is a wizened Goliath with long white hair. A Yeti fur cloak is draped over her stooped shoulders, and a tiger-sized feline with white fur crouches beside her.
Oh, so not in the
Um,
tiny cave. Out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he comes over here, comes over to her, and she perks up on hearing more than just her son walking in. Arn? Who have you brought with you? He just looks at you guys for a moment. People who say they can help. Help with what, dear? And he just kind of walks over and he's like, they say they might be able to fix your eyes. Please. There's no one who's been able to do it so far. Don't try and get my hopes up.
Ross goes, I don't know about getting your hopes up, but we're gonna try. Can you just drink from this water skin?
I've tried just about every potion there is. No harm in drinking another one.
Unless it's poison.
Yeah, I know, right?
So,
Like she's awfully lackadaisical for
yes.
for the whole situation. Hey, strangers, give me some strange liquor. What could go wrong?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I would die immediately. They'd probably try to kill us. I don't want to kill an old woman.
So she takes a swig of it. Well, you tried your best. Something's up.
Something is up. I'm like, huh.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if there's some kind of magical interference?
That is.
I
Go
was
ahead.
gonna do a medicine check. Not that I'm good at it, or a perception.
Sure.
Can perception work?
Medicine would be able to tell you, but perception would not. Perception is a
Yes!
general theme. Medicine is very good on that roll.
Oh my god.
It's not something with her based on your observation. Something's up with what's in the water skin.
Does it expire? Does the magicalness expire or something?
Yep.
Oh.
That's what
I'm like,
I was
well, that's a
thinking,
good thing to
give us
know.
some
I'm
old
like-
water.
I'm like, I know what's wrong here. And I go, like, give us a minute. And I go over to Zan. I
get the statue out.
we
Yeah, the enchantment lasts on the drink for 48 hours.
so we pour that out. I
Refuse
You
said
know,
We never
we put-
timed it ever.
yeah, we deal with it. We make new water, and then I put it in a fucking mess cup, and I go, try this now. Sorry, we grabbed the wrong one.
Everybody makes mistakes. Sure, let's try this one.
Now the fuck-
Meanwhile, Arn is looking a little more anxious. So she drinks from your new beverage of
glowiness.
greater restoration. Well, she can't see it's glowing. She's
No,
blind.
her son can though.
Yeah. So she drinks it, and then for a moment it looks as though nothing happened, but then suddenly you can see a clarity in her eyes that were once pale white. And you can see tears start to roll down her cheeks as she can see again, almost blinded by the fire immediately in front of her, but she can see again. So those two start to hug and cry for a bit, and they're like, he's like, we need a bit. Could you wait back in the mess hall?
Of course. Can I pet the cat first?
I you'll have plenty of time to do that later.
Okay. So we go and back to the mess hall. Oh wait.
A cat petting a cat? What is this sorcery?
Pick up on animal.
Yeah, way we could go. Y'all can go the long way. I'm gonna go climb up the short way.
Well, it has
It has footholds. Anyone with like I think non-negative dex could just climb up too.
Oh, so
essentially.
not me.
Checking checking on the pets, you see that they're fine.
We tell like Frost goes problem solved. Now we know like, and then Frost like to like Zan and like Skit like before they go join their group. It's like idea here. We time this. We time the thing when we get the chance to see how long it lasts before we embarrass ourselves again.
Skiff shrugs. He wasn't really embarrassed. He didn't have that much stake in this whole thing.
I don't care.
So it's about 30 minutes before he eventually comes back. And I can't thank you enough for what you've done. Since you have requested that I go with you to them, at this point, I absolutely will. Let's see. There was something else.
Like when he comes up and says thank you, Skiff just shrugs again because he really doesn't care. But because his body language just has it come off as him being humble when even that's not even his real intention.
There's a Frost who is not going to correct that.
Let's see. Ah, there we are. All
I
right,
love how I
so-
accidentally clicked insight. No, I did that earlier. I was did I click it? And I was like, no.
Oh, they have a very specific design for how this goes.
The negotiations.
Yes.
We're not going to like it, are we?
Well, I'm currently reading through them, so give me a moment and I'll give you my opinion on what your opinions might be.
But we
In the
might
meantime, you
have
guys
animal count.
have a celebration as the chieftain basically declares it a holiday today.
It's like she got rid of her cataracts. It's awesome, guys.
Kind of.
I'm gonna re-log into Roll20. It
Sounds like a
messed
good idea.
up for a moment.
I guess we'll session. It's the same month. Got it.
Wait, hold up. No way.
Yes
Hold
way.
on.
So
No,
I'm
no, no.
having an issue getting back to Roll20. So I might I mean I can still play. I just might need, you know.
You got a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm just it's sometimes the internet here likes to be a jerk. I just
No worries. Let's see.
Does Xandius have any opinions on this whole ordeal?
there's not a I don't know, would Xandius find Goliath's hot?
Yeah.
That was the last session that you missed.
Oh,
Yeah. It's really funny.
well, if I was Xandius, I'd take this quote holiday time to like try to get laid.
I'm in.
I mean,
Darren.
he's
That's
one of the
problem.
tribe saviors.
Yeah. I really would like to get back to Roll20. So, Frost takes the time to go put in her journal the different histories of the clan, try to make notes of runes and stuff. I guess they'll get a meal, have fun. Like write down the history because she's a nerd. Raven. Ah, I love this. Site cannot be reached. I'm not allowed.
Skiff would have also taken notes about Frost's prestidigitation because she probably used that to make more quick water with the statue earlier. And made a minor lament that he has the same spell, but he can't use it because he has no voice.
He tells
He
them
had his he had his own journal. He doesn't write in like the communication one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He basically he studies how she does magic and how the other three of you have some level of magiciness to you. Like really, it's like how is a monk just slap someone and they get health back? That seems so weird. Or like the holiness of a paladin, but at the same time it's pain related. Or all the icy magic shit that Frost does, and so he just takes notes on all the magicy shit that goes on.
Some of the frost spells.
So I finished reading all three of them. And the way it described them, it sounds like they're all mutually exclusive. But the funny thing is if you were to tackle them in reverse order in the way that they were presented, they'd literally be all encompassing. Like you could do all three. It's really funny.
So there's some sloppily written if else statements.
It's not even like
What the blue blazes?
I know
that's
Frost.
what I
is
was
the blue.
asking.
It is. It's going to. I'm trying other websites. I can go to Twitch. Let's see.
So I've had this happen before.
No,
What
now it's
helped
not loading.
was closing out of the browser entirely.
I did.
You did? Have you deleted your cookies?
No, I should do that. Let me go to my cookies.
Cookies are.
I do not advocate for the deletion of cookies because cookies are delicious. But if it'll get you back on Roll20,
Desert
Might be.
measures.
yes.
Do we qualify for one of
Oh
the three
God, I
things
haven't
then?
done this in forever.
You
Clean up-
qualify for all three. It's really
Then why
funny.
why are they mutually exclusive then?
Well, no, it presents them. It says the three possible solutions are presented below, indicating as if you could only choose one. But the thing is like all three of them can take place.
Well,
And
that's just what the module says. It's a lot
yeah,
of like a lot of other things that it's within DM discretion How do you want to do it?
It is. I just thought it was really funny that it presents these three as mutually exclusive, but like at this rate, you're going to go for the hat trick clear. It's just really funny.
Mashup. Do them all.
Hashtag hat trick.
At this point, yeah, at this point, I think I very well might. Just because each of these has. So all of you. So the first two require you guys to have done something, and then the third one is them, the two to be arguing with.
Have we done the somethings, or
Actually, you've done the something for both of them. So I'm just gonna go over the two that you've done things for because you were probably gonna bring them up anyway.
we say Vintner?
That would be the one of the that would be for the second one. Which, by the way, tied for that, you also saved Arn's mother. So the
Saved is a
characters who have earned
strong
the
word.
respect of one or both clans, you've earned the respect of both clans for doing that. Like, you
We looked into this one. We just happen to have magic water.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
essentially, but
I
if
did
you-
have a spell if I slept.
yeah, but my point is you've completed kind of like a mini side quest for both things, giving them or giving you their respect. The first one is so you remember that white dragon you fought a little while ago?
Yep.
It is one of 3 enemies that if the party has fought them, you can actually bring up legitimate experienced threats to Icewind Dale. And
It's
from
still
your own
not letting me
experience and
redraw
whatnot.
Roll20.
Well, poop.
I'm really trying to see what's going on. I'm trying to load other pages.
Well, so far, literally nothing. We're just like nothing has moved.
Well, as long
The
as
other
if I am going. This is ridiculous.
Oh, because we saw a dragon, we can say, "Hey, play
Not just
nice.
saw, you
Yeah.
fought.
Hey, play nice. There are bigger fish to fry. Team up rather than fight each other."
Kind of. There's 3 enemies that applies to. You have fought one of them already, which basically you guys can go, look, I know you guys have had your differences, but this is a fucking threat. And they
It's like we
go,
fought it. We barely lived. We know what we're talking about.
like, if you guys had just essentially made up a story about a dragon or whatever, they would have been like, "Pff, whatever. But you guys have actually fought a dragon.
It's like no deception checks needed.
Yeah. So you've completed the conditions to fulfill 2 of the clear conditions of this quest.
Hey, I can log into other sites slowly, but Roll20 is being an absolute douche nugget.
And that's unfortunate. To be fair, most of this is just roleplay anyway. So
Well,
if you guys want, we could go and move on to the next roleplay part.
Where
I need
it's
a
just
It
roll
sounds
the two
dirty.
leaders talking.
It
Yeah, if
sounds
we-
dirty when I say it like that, though.
maybe I could go to Matt's stream. Like that is
It
That's
is a
gonna be weird.
possibility.
I'm gonna like, hey, I need someone to roll. Like I'll probably have to have
Well, I mean, we can still hear you. One of us can roll. It's not that big of a deal.
yeah, just I can't I don't have access to my character sheet. I
Ross
need to
does.
well
Yeah,
yeah.
I do.
Let me just see if I can fuck this. At this point, as long as we don't need it. This is sucky.
I wish it was.
It is being sure.
And so the next step in the phase of negotiations would just be the 4 of us and the boar and the owlbear with the 2 leaders of the 2 clans talking together.
Essentially, yeah.
Legit.
I feel like I'm missing someone.
Agony and Frost have got this.
I
So
have
while
it.
they're going, Frost is like, here's the deal. You help with the one from Plan A, I'll help the one
Aha!
with the eyes of. We'll work together to bring them together. You'll be
Oh yeah,
priority
you
for
also
her,
missed
be
one of the
priority for
most
him.
adorable parts.
And then they get
Uh,
married and they all become one clan.
Frost did. She wasn't here for the Chewinga.
Oh yeah, the wing.
My
Yeah,
Chewinga
you
It
gotta.
kept on, yeah, it kept on combing Xandius' goatee with a pine cone.
That is fucking adorable.
I know, right?
And everyone acted like it was invisible. Like everyone outside of the group.
Nobody noticed my Chewinga.
It didn't go away until he started going to sleep.
But there's a second Chewinga. Oh, I forgot what the other conditions for that other Chewinga were. But
It
now
was
If
it
it's
was
still
a nice
there.
Chewinga. It was like the mischievous one that we didn't end up triggering.
But it
Well,
had
Well, you don't know if
triggering.
it was nice or mischievous.
Yeah, it was just like, oh hey, as always.
That Chang was that the Chewinga for mirrors, or I forgot the other triggers.
Oh, man.
Yes. Well, there is one for mirrors, but
I just had mine
I
typed away,
forgot.
and so I didn't see anything.
Yep.
Yours was a Chewinga for beards.
Yes.
yep. Which in this case, it runs up to Arn because he's rocking a manly beard that even dwarves would be proud of. All right, so I moved you to this map. I'm probably gonna move you to a different map in a moment,
Oh,
because of the encounters, which I forgot
Oh,
to
yeah.
do.
Well,
'cause-
I mean, we're with a humongous Goliath and a Griffin. I'm sure we'd be finding almost anything getting here.
This was
yeah,
that we might have some.
yeah. If you run into the dragon again, y'all are gonna be in.
Well, I mean, if we went to if the dragon saw us again, and then it's like it wasn't just us with that badass owlbear, it's a Goliath and a Griffin added on to what we already had going for us, and it's like, I'll just keep flying.
Maybe. Dragons are a prideful race.
But they're not stupid.
No, they are not. Let's see. Okay, so let's do this instead. Boom. All right, there we go. All right, so oh god, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. I accidentally zoomed out to 0%. That's
Great. Did you put something on the map? See.
no. Although I could. I'm not
Fair.
going to though. Oh yeah, you did get a chance to pet the cat before you left, by the way.
Yes.
Kitty. Speaking of cats, I ended up taking Jet to the vet last Friday, and he got all his kitty vaxes and up to dates and stuff like that, and he got dewormed, so he's doing much better now. Yep. Alrighty then. Time for the encounters. We've got 7 to do. You ready?
Ready as will ever be.
You know what? That's fair. So day 1. Oh, nice. Okay. So, oh, all right. So, you've got 2 encounters on day 1. The first encounter happens at dawn and the second one at noon. So, let's go ahead and do those. Scrolling. Oh, all right, fair enough. Okay, please let me find it easily. Hey.
There's a part of me that never wants to mute myself again because I muted myself, and then Roll20 was like, "You don't want me to keep you. Fuck you."
Alrighty then. So we'll delete that one. And then I need these. So at the butt crack of dawn,
Does Agony get a third owlbear?
no.
I would not be one of these,
Oh.
but
What's
I would be
everybody's passive perception?
15. I know that off the top of my head.
14.
Nice.
16.
15.
And then let's see what his is. Okay, so Frost and what who else had 15?
Skiff. Yeah.
I had 16.
You have 16? Okay, so you three then. You three notice, nobody else does. Oh, come on, you stupid piece of shit. There. God, resizing these windows is a pain in the butt, I swear. There we go. All right. And then I come down here. And then I scroll. There you are. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think we could have gotten this exact encounter on the way to where we were.
Yep.
What are we encountering? I can't see.
4 crag cats.
Moving down just so you could see
my
it.
god. I want
They
one.
look hungry, but they aren't approaching your party for some unknown reason. I have no idea why.
I'm guessing other than the owlbear, they would have been like, oh, you know, that's some good lunch, that's some good eating right there. Oh fuck, it's an owlbear.
Yeah, basically. Like they want to munch. But
They don't want.
yeah. So
Them either.
Can I do an insight check to see? Well, would we realize that, or would we just only notice them in the first place?
You three just notice them as they approach.
Okay, can I do an insight check to see why they aren't actually directly approaching us and attacking right now? Because you just told us as players, but characters don't know that.
Yeah. You guys could probably hazard a guess because you've got, a goddamn owlbear, and even the dragon didn't want to fuck with the owlbear, and that dragon was huge. So it's a pretty safe assumption it's the cat, or it's the bear. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you saw Frost, but Agony posted a picture. He got an owlbear plush, a
Sitting in
snowy
front of
owlbear
me.
plush.
I saw that. It's adorable.
I also like the
I
little
actually
Bulbasaur
found that
I got.
exact same. I saw that exact same plush at the hobby shop that I run my Saturday campaigns on.
Yeah, we
Which I will
kinda
not
did
be.
that last week.
I will not be running my Saturday campaign this week because it is my mom's birthday, so I will be celebrating her birthday after work with her.
Skiff would try to subtly get Agni's attention and make her aware of the cats. But if I have to roll a thing to make sure I do it discreetly, I will. But he doesn't want to bring the attention to the cats that like he know. It's like he doesn't want them to know that they know, kind of thing.
That is the.
Well, you're the only one of the main four who doesn't fucking know. So you're gonna go on not knowing.
Well, I mean,
He has no issue fighting them.
Oh,
like
the
he-
Griffin noticed as well.
Yeah, Skiff is not really he doesn't have any aversion to fighting them. He just wanted to make sure everyone knew.
Do they look like they're gonna attack us?
The only reason they're not is because the owlbear. We established this.
Yeah.
So
Skiff at
Do
least
we-
wants Agan to
we
be
just-
aware of the fact.
yeah, so are we gonna just like carry on with our lives?
well, if
I don't know.
he
depends-
lets me
Agan,
know,
it depends.
then probably not.
Yeah, Skiff just wanted him to know. Skiff doesn't care one way or
So-
another whether they fight.
Frost is like, I think we could just carry on with our lives.
How did Agony
But
react to that?
fur.
That
Yeah, I'm thinking fur. I could use some new furry line clothes.
Frost is fine.
Now,
She's
see,
like,
we could move on, but also that looks like a very nice fur coat. Those are cats, not for long.
so Frost is sitting here like, guys, we could just carry on with our lives. And are you all going to ignore her? Because she's right now just like, hey, we're good.
So the Griffin gets Arn up and points out the crag cats, and Arn's like, "Well, they're not the ones that are protecting my mom, so I don't care one way or the other. I'll leave it up to you guys."
Skiff immediately shoots the inner left one.
Oh my god.
Dissin,
Yeah, does the 17 hit?
17 does hit.
9 force off the bursting arrow, so it's AoE damage to the surrounding ones, to the 3 of them.
You said 9 to the adjacent.
Yeah, 9 to all 3 of them, and an extra 5 to the one actually hit.
All right, so 14 to this duder, and 9, and 9. And with that, they immediately run away.
oh,
All of them?
Yeah, all of
Good.
them.
They were like scanning us, trying to like see if the owlbear would just go away for a bit, and they're like, "Oh, we're getting hit, but oh fuck that."
Basically, they're like, not worth it. Not worth it. They can hit us from all the way over here. They saw us. We're out.
Well, not everyone can hit them from that far away.
They don't know that. They just know that they were that far away and still got hit. Peace.
I could almost hit. So close.
I mean, in Skiff's defense, he's a really long range.
All right.
Why should he use
So,
the net?
That's 15 feet.
But we
I know.
sure we get a coat.
He was just carrying he figured, well, in his mind it was like, oh, we're fighting, okay, I guess we're doing this then, and he shot.
I'll tell you in the future though, when that happens again, you use the net first.
Yeah,
so then
if they're
around
in
noon.
range.
So at
Oh.
noon, Pep,
Is it Vidner?
it is Vidner.
Hi, Vidner.
Is he fighting another
Hello.
owlbear?
No, it's just him this time.
He's just wandering the wilds.
Yep. The only reason he was fighting Torment the last time is because I got 2 encounters, and they happened at the same time.
Oh wow, so that
That was really
Always happen.
circumstantial.
It was because I had to roll. You roll a d8 to see when you get the encounters and how many you get, and I ended up getting 2 encounters. So then you roll a d4 to find out at what times they show up, and I rolled the exact same time for both of them on the d4s. So
And
There you go.
and as far as those two in the same spot, they were gonna fight.
yup. So he greets you guys. He sees Arn and is a little confused, but it's like, whatever, Goliath. He doesn't know the circumstances or care. He's currently busy on the hunt.
oh, okay.
Now if he could have a bit of that boar though, like
Try for the board. It'll just
but yeah, after his greetings and whatnot, he says he'll see you back at the village if you're still there when he gets back. All right, so that was day 1.
Out of 7.
Yep.
It takes
Day
a-
2, you get no encounters. So congratulations. Day 2 goes completely uneventful. Day 3. All right.
Do I still
So
have my Chewinga buff? Because maybe I should try and use my Chewinga buff if I have it still.
I'm telling you, you're gonna have to dictate which days you want to do it.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
swear.
I'm saying it now.
Okay.
He hasn't rolled yet for the day, so if I say if I'm going to use my Chewinga buff, if I
Day
still
Okay.
have
two's
it.
nothing. What do you want to use it?
Well, I was thinking that's with the day 3. If I
So
All
use
right.
between 2 and 3, like day 2 night.
yeah, day 3 night.
All right. Well, day 3 morning. Oh, never mind. Day 3 evening. You get an encounter. So this would be around when you wanted to use your buff.
Like right before you start thinking about like, oh, it's that.
Yep.
Which, if you guys don't know, my Chewinga buff is I can make a tiny hut.
What was it, like 3 charges?
Yeah, 3 charges of I don't know if I know that for sure, but
Yeah, you are aware of it.
oh, okay.
So 3 charges that are not renewable of Lehman's Tiny Hut casting.
Oh my god, I'm having the same problem with this one that I was with the trolls the other day. Okay, I'm gonna use the restroom. When I get back, I'll find this stupid encounter. Ugh.
Skips fought a lot of things. He doesn't always keep track.
I don't even remember doing the last time. Last time.
Give me a moment, guys.
You have plenty of moments. So you're gonna keep your initial whipping damage the same for all the days?
I was like, last time it was like, okay, I might as well. Session.
Yeah, just
And it
I
ended
think
up
that
the
was-
same.
That was the discussion.
like, should I change it up? Oh, it's the same again. Okay.
It is so hot up here that I've actually left an imprint of myself on the bed.
Sounds about right.
Oh lordy, it's so fucking hot. Oh. Okay, let's see where these encounter thing is. Where you at? Okay. Ah, there it is.
Will our passive perception matter again or no?
I don't think it's gonna matter at this point. Hold on.
Okay, I'll be back in a sec. I like dinner's done, so I'm gonna do that while we're doing things. Well, I was gonna say I don't know.
Okay.
So that's what happens when she doesn't mute herself. What are those?
They
Those gnolls?
are gnolls.
Are those medium or small?
Medium.
So they're like what hyena? Hyena humanoids, right?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
So they're just like we just like run across them, and then like basically as soon as we notice each other, it's just combat or what?
Basically, these guys get you in the evening as you're setting up for camp.
So we can
Ah,
roll for initiative and
Yep.
Can we roll
Always.
enough 14s in a row?
I'm no, that was last time when we
I
know,
did
but
know,
it.
but
still.
but it still is in order 14 or 3 14s.
Yeah, and then I think she's not on right now because she's having trouble, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll for her. Oh, all right. So not only is she top of the order, she gets a separate turn all to herself.
Only if you're around to actually say what you want to do during that special round.
Frost.
I don't know if she took her headset off or not to go get food or something.
Probably.
I'm not sure how long she expected it to take.
Hmm. Bip.
6 of
Yep. 6 gnolls. They're not a gnome. So you don't have
Where
to
are
worry
they?
about
Where are they in the order?
let's see. So it's gonna be Frost, them,
wow, super hot.
or no. Frost, Skiff, them.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was looking at the 3 14s in a row.
It's like,
Frost,
no, I would do
Skiff,
that tonight.
them, Zan, Agony.
Or does our
Just
friend
agonies like that checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about our Goliath friend?
figure he wants Let's see.
He is going to share an initiative.
Fucking cat.
Meow. Meow.
none of them end of everybody's turn?
Yep. And your Goliath friend shares an initiative with the Knolls, so. And he's a mounted combatant.
That's agony's like goal, isn't it?
His mount flies.
My mount.
Agony isn't. Yeah, agonies isn't quite there yet.
Yep.
Okay. Granted, I don't think agony is going to be able to summon a griffin yet because look, Murph can because he just stayed pure paladin. You get, like summon like find greater seed or something, and so he chose a griffin. So that's what. Yeah, he can do it. But yeah, no, it.
Really, I don't even know why I'm bothering to run these kinds of encounters, because it's basically,
Fodder.
yeah. It's
Like
not like we're on the experience track either, so you don't even really get anything for it.
Just another.
It could be like the fucking sour cream. The longest thing.
Is Frost back?
I have doubts.
I hear Frost in the background.
I am back. Sorry, sour cream became the bane of my existence.
And it
we-
sounded like a
good.
cat too.
We got into a fight.
Are you able to see it from
I
Matt's point of
can't
view?
get to Matt's point of view either.
You
I
can't watch
can't.
via Twitch.
I have been trying to get to Twitch. Maybe I'll. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Well,
Here, I'll
I
zoom
see
in.
yours is. Hold on.
I mean, if Twitch wasn't working and now it's working, might as well give Roll20 one last shot, right?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But while you're doing
Oh,
that,
Roll20 is working now. It just needed
Nice.
my food to be done, I guess, and me to fight.
I guess
with
it was
fucking...
hungry.
I guess Roll20 was just as hungry as you were. By the way, I rolled for you for your initiative. You have 2 rounds.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
What do you want to do to a line of gnolls?
yeah, if
A
only you could
line
cast a
of
spell.
gnolls.
If only you had a
That's right, get
spell
Hogger.
because AoE damage. Did you just say Hogger?
Is this the only do we have any other
Well,
oh, okay, so
since you
what
said
time of
Hogger, there we go.
day is this?
It's just before we go.
Evening. Although for how like northern Alaska type area this is, it's not really bright otherwise anyway.
I'm gonna use Rhymes Binding Ice.
There we go, Hogger.
So they need to make a Constitution saving throw.
All of them?
All of them.
All right, let's see. A con save?
It's a 30
Oh man,
foot.
this is
Oh wait. I'm gonna wait. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20. Actually, wait. I'm gonna do something else I haven't done yet. I
Oh.
forgot I just got a new spell. Let's see.
Are you going to transmute Frosty Fireball?
Yes, I am. So
It's just
let's
before
see.
night.
Fireball. 100-foot range, 20-foot radius. Make a dex saving throw. I'm gonna make a ice ball. With
Oh boy.
I'm going to use Fireball to make an Ice Ball. So I'm going to use Transmute Spell, and I'm going to use 1 sorcery point for that, and 1 sorcery point for Careful Spell, just to make.
Careful spells only if we get caught in it. If it's only in if it's
Fair.
only
I
the
can
enemy.
just make sure they're only getting in it, because good. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm going to make it Ice Ball.
If you put it here, that is
Yeah.
5, 10, 15,
Yeah,
20. It would end here, so.
So each
can get all
each
of 'em.
creature in a 20-foot radius must make a dex saving throw, and instead of fire damage, they're going to take ice damage.
All right, what's your
Cold.
DC?
Well, all of them, all 5, all of these.
What's your DC?
The DC. Oh yeah. The DC. Spell save DC is 14.
14. They passed, so they'll take half.
Okay, hold on. Let me roll.
Well, you already clicked it. It says 24 right there.
No,
Oh,
that's
that's
the
right,
wrong
it's
No,
binding
that
spell.
was his,
Oh, for
that
the
was the
attack?
different.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's
was a different
different.
spell.
Okay.
8, 6. That 1 is a 2. So
That one is a
29.
2. Alrighty.
So 29 because of my stuff.
All right. Well, that still did a lot.
And that's all ice
so-
specific damage.
And now your second turn.
Now I'm going to use Rhymes Biting Ice.
Did you want to move for that? Because it's a
I am.
cone.
I am
Yeah,
going to do that.
she's-
I want to try to get as many in the cone as possible. 30 foot.
Well, it's
5,
a 30-foot cone, so if you stand, let's see. So 30, 25, 15.
I think I can 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I mean, you have
That would
feline
be
agility to be able to
exactly
move
30.
wherever you want, really.
Yeah, so I move right here because I can get them all in the cone. Cone goes outward. So I'm gonna
still
do
adjusting their health. 1 second.
no problem.
Got
That's
it. And okay, cool. They're all basically dead.
oh, do anything else.
No, I was making a joke. They're low on health. They're not actually yet.
Well, I mean, the fireball was a deck save. The rhyme is a con save.
Yeah, so gonna use that. It's gonna con save. It would do let's see, 15. It's 16 damage
Oh,
because I get to change the 1 to a 6 if they don't make the con save, and they also will not be able to move.
oh
Is
man,
that
they are so good at con. Let me tell you, their con is just the best. Like so
Okay.
good. They died.
So it's like some gnolls were coming up to us as we're setting up camp or some shit, and it's like we're getting ready to actually use this hut. It's like, what? You got a charm for a hut? We can't make a hut. What's going on with this thing? And like gnolls come up, and it's just Frost basically just like, oh, everyone's like, oh, what the hell, gnolls? And then just Frost just like destroys them all on her own. Just like struts back or some shit.
She just lobs an ice ball, it crushes them, they get back up. Meanwhile, she's already walked up and is like, oh, you should have stayed down.
You should have just accepted your
Freeze.
fate. So they just see Frost be like, I could be useful. I could be fucking useful.
I can help. Alright, congratulations. That's day 3.
And the first time you get to be in a nice, cozy hut for once.
Yep.
Hooray.
Hey, it's a big deal for these characters. They gotta suffer the cold. Not everyone's immune to the cold like Frost is, okay?
I don't know what you're talking about, cough cough.
Yep. Alright. Oh, okay, so this one happens at freaking midnight on
While we're protected by the hut.
day 4 at midnight.
Ah.
Alright, let's see. Oh. What was
would
that
that be,
encounter?
Are we still gonna go by the ship? I can.
Sequence
I think
of
we
guard would be Agony, Xandius, Skiff, Frost.
I thought we rolled like a D4 last time.
We did. It was Agony, Xandius, Skiff, Frost, and then Frost wasn't here, so we just circled around again, and that's why Agony was guard last time.
Both of
Bifrost. Get it? Bifrost.
Frost wanted to go on vacation.
Apparently.
Well, keep in mind, at least since we're on day 4, that means everyone got renewed for everything anyway. It's
Mhm.
it's like perpetual long rests.
I had something. You renew.
Which I was
Yeah.
me.
Well, it's like I don't think you have any concerns about like, oh, I got my spell slots back. Oh no.
Alright, fair enough. This is gonna be an easy encounter. I don't know why I'm gonna bother running it, but here we are.
What is it?
Is
It might be that one thing.
that thing we fought against in a different campaign, right? I think we've done
Yeah.
it in this one.
Last campaign, actually. The
Ah, yes,
Peritons.
these.
Like,
At midnight,
recognize
while we're
those.
basically asleep.
Perfect time for them to come and get a heart. Well, they only need 1 to reproduce, so
Oof.
that's what they're after.
Do any of us wake up to know what's gonna happen, or do we just like start inside combat while they're already on us?
Well, on guard is current. Who's on guard right now?
Uh, you said it would be what sequence of like as far as midnight goes? What number of the sequence would it be?
The last one.
Frost.
Me.
Okay. What your passive perception is?
15.
15. You see them.
I go, wake the fuck up, guy. Actually, I see them. Those two right there, right?
Uh-huh. They're about 60 feet up.
Oof.
I go, y'all motherfuckers came to the wrong neighborhood.
Well, like everyone else is just still snoozing. She's trying to be a badass.
Okay,
Yep.
somebody might.
They're 60
It's-
feet up. It's a 30-foot cone.
All right. Hold on.
Ah, misclick. Got it.
Just like an icy explosion in the sky.
Yes. I named it
It-
Fireball, but it's basically, yeah.
So Fireball has a 60 foot, doesn't it? Why does yours say 150 feet?
It's a radius.
A fireball's radius is not 150 feet.
It's 150-foot distance away you can point at, and that point starts is the
Hold
center
on, let
of
me
the
find
radius of
it.
the
Let me
fireball.
find it real quick. Fucking.
There we go. Yeah, fireball's got a 150-foot range, but a 20
Right, range. I don't know why
I
it's
don't know why it
radius.
says
Yeah,
that.
So
Yeah,
That's
and I
weird.
don't know what the calculation is to get like 18 out of that, because it's supposed to be like 8d6. I don't know what the calculation is. It's
I
so
don't know
weird.
why I put 8d6.
Oh, it rolled it as if it were an attack. That's why.
Yeah, but I put it on there. Damage 8d6 plus, but like it's supposed
You
to
don't just
roll.
click and drag the spells over from the book?
All right,
didn't
well,
do anything
they're
to
going to
it.
make a deck save. They're going to fail a deck save.
And I'm gonna roll my fucking.
Your
I'm just gonna
8d6.
roll it directly. Yeah.
Yeet,
So 50,
36.
36.
36.
Uh huh.
Anybody want some frozen chicken?
to save.
I don't think we'd even wake up from this, considering just the ambient random noises in the night period in this kind of environment.
Yep. All right, so that indicates a snooze. So, let me go back up to the encounter chart. Next, okay, so that was day 4. We're on to day 5. Ooh, 2 encounters. Let's
Are they at
go.
the same time?
No, they are not. One is at the butt crack of dawn, and the other one is at the other butt crack of dawn. So basically, one right as you guys get up, and the other right as you guys go to bed. So that's going to be fun.
For either one, do you think passive's gonna matter?
It might, I don't know. Because I roll when you get it, and then see what you get.
Ah,
So I believe we said Agony was on watch for morning, right?
well, it's the
Like
first of the
it would loop.
sequence.
Yeah, it would loop back around to Agony.
After Frost, sure. I don't know how many people. How many? I don't know how many times. Oh
Wait, you be first.
no, it's literally the sequence from left to
Oh
right
my.
as we're lined up right now for
Ah.
who's on guard. You're just gonna send them on, huh? People
Should,
that dug into are gonna be so weirded out by this. I swear.
should we send this one back, or should we actually?
You realize they actually eat a lot of food, right? It's not just they magically don't need to eat anything just because of your friend.
They just magically don't eat you because they're your friend.
Yeah, they eat a lot of food, and I'm sure by now we've probably had to have them get fed like at realistically speaking at both Goliath places, and this is like the 5th day, and
Have the whatever they were. Toss some of that out. Have some
have what?
whatever the the creature.
You mean the thing that we didn't even get woken up by
Yeah.
that we don't even know existed?
I mean, if it was right before.
No, it was midnight, and she didn't wake anyone up for it.
I mean, you would see corpses. What
Would
happened?
we though? It was in the snow, and they collapsed in the snow like 60 feet away.
I don't know. Maybe.
I just want to make sure you realize all the factors going into if you want to keep another one with us.
That's why I was like, okay, like put it up for you guys.
So you wake everybody else up and go, guys, it happened
Another
again.
one.
Just send it on its way. We have enough mouths to feed. She goes back to sleep.
All right, so
Skip doesn't care.
what is? I'm assuming you're keeping track of the names.
This one is misery.
Misery, huh? Okay.
Well, it's gonna join your other one over at Duggan's Hole, and I'm just gonna love the company.
Nice.
Yup. All right, so an entire day of wandering, and right as you guys are about to go to bed, how many? Oh, that's not a lot.
What are those?
Those are.
Look like
They kind of are.
Chartlin?
Chartlin Berserkers.
Do they have a flail?
Yes, a Chartlin flail. Roll initiative.
I'm gonna initiate.
Are you
Oh,
though?
baby. I mean, a little better than agony.
shit.
I mean, granted, you both rolled the same number.
Yeah, we did.
Yep. That's funny, actually. All right.
Why the fuck?
So it's gonna go Zan, Skiff, them, your friend, your Goliath friend, and then Frost and Agony.
Oh, our Gladfin did not roll well either then.
He rolled much better than Agony and Frost, but
Low
not better
bar.
than the Berserkers. Yeah, well. All right, Zan, what you gonna do?
Do with all that junk, all that junk and size extra.
Oh my.
It's a lot of thick winter clothing. I'm not sure you can really tell.
It's bonking time.
It's bonking time with your 16th staff.
A 19 better hit.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely hits.
Okay, that was only attack number 1.
The 13
You
hit
gonna
though?
give him a bonk on the head? All right, that hits.
It's El Kabong.
Hey,
And I'll spend the key for extra attacks.
for flurry of blows. All right, you get to make 2 monk punches / quarterstaff hits because I think you can use your. All right, well, I guess it doesn't particularly matter when you roll like that. So that's -7. Bip.
Is it very harmful?
So far it doesn't look like he's taken much damage.
He was saying that because perhaps, especially if he's not taking much damage from my bonks, that perhaps I should make that a hand of harm since I hit him with it.
Well, you got one more hit.
Well, it's the fact that it has to be a hit like a Divine Smite. She can only activate it if it's a hit.
That's fair.
Did you want
I
to deal
mean,
with
that's
necrotic?
up to you.
Yeah, it's another key.
All
I
right.
mean, not bad.
This is
What's
right
the
before
difference?
you go to bed.
Yeah, it's extra damage types, perhaps. Is there a difference between the necrotic damage and my bludgeoning that I've been doing to him so far?
No. Like, it just looks like this dude's tanking all of your shit.
You still got one more unarmed strike, yeah. Oh,
You do?
God, she's hitting everything.
Uh-huh. Sick of not you're making up for all the unbonks you did last session.
Exactly, and that's the thing I kind of wanted to do. It's like, should I not be hitting with my staff? Because my hands hurt more than my staff does for him, apparently. Just how my roll's been going, I guess.
I was about to say, because you're quarterstaff and your unarmed strike, because quarterstaffs are a monk weapon, their damage will go up as your unarmed strike damage goes up. So when your unarmed strike damage hits d8s, you do d8 with a quarterstaff one-handed.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm
Nice.
missing.
Alrighty then. Anything else?
That's it. I'm only gonna do the one hand of harm.
All right, that's fair. If that's the case, we will move on to Skiff. Uh-oh, Frost disappeared.
Is invisible secretly.
I'll attack the one Zan's attacked.
All right, fair enough.
Does 28 hit?
Yes, it does. It hits very hard.
16 damage. And until my next turn, it deals half damage with all weapons.
Oh, all right.
Well, it's the effect of my arrow.
Yep.
And I'm gonna, out of the 3 of them, I'm now gonna use my second attack to hit the middle one, or try to.
That one. It'd be funny if you crit
Does
that one.
12 hit?
12 does not hit.
We'll see. Now we know the threshold.
Yep. Also, at least that wasn't an that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Their turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
No. Action
20.
surge is a bonus action.
Oh, you're gonna action surge. Okay.
I'm allowed to. I didn't use a bonus action, right?
Yep.
My extra action will be the attack action, obviously.
That. There we
Trying to hit the middle one again.
go. Okay.
Apparently 28's the thing.
28 is a thing.
Okay, I'm okay with my that one being that one.
Yep.
12 damage to the center one, and that's also halved for the next weapon attack it does, or for
Yep.
until my turn.
Anything else?
I'll try attacking it again since I get 2 attacks.
Yep. You
I'm
do
gonna try
have
to
extra
hit with-
attack. It'd be funny if you got another 10. Just roll the
Nope, that's a
exact
crit. It wants to
same-
make up for
That's
not
a
being able to.
crit.
It wants to make up for not being able to do necrotic damage, apparently.
Apparently. All right. Let's see what you got. So that is going to be
Max.
16 plus 4, 20 damage. Are you able to do the necrotic one again or no?
No, I only got 2 shots at this level.
Okay, that's fair. So minus
But two of the
20.
three people are going to do half damage with their weapons until my next turn, and so that's not bad.
No, that's very much not bad. All right, so now are you done?
Yes.
All right, so that moved there, that moved there. So these guys are gonna go reckless, which, if you don't know, means that you all will now have advantage against them, but they have advantage on all of their attack. So yeah, and then they're all gonna gang up on Zan.
That's not nice.
I'm still glad 2 of them are enfeebled.
Yes, they are. Which might not actually be relevant. What was
Well-
Zan's AC?
17.
Oh,
Pretty solid for a monk,
it wasn't relevant at all.
but even though they got advantage.
All of them missed through advantage.
Well, I wasn't gonna know that.
No, you didn't. I just thought it was really funny.
Yeah, the thought that counts, you know.
Yep.
And extra necrotic damage.
And extra necrotic damage. Frankly, I think the extra damage is the most important part, but
I mean, I dealt 2 shots in necrotic, and then I got a crit. He can only do so much, man.
yeah. All right, so that was their turn. So this
Goliath?
dude, yep. This
He
dude,
just goes on his griffin and runs up.
yeah. So he is occupying the same space as the griffin, so he can attack. I just have it there so I don't have to worry about overlapping tokens. So he
Action surge is
What?
so you could do a bonus action.
Did you even have a bonus action?
It is there.
No.
Okay. All right. So both he and his griffin are going to attack the dude that you guys shot first. So the Goliath hit, the griffin missed. Wait, did the griffin miss? The griffin did not miss. Wow, the griffin has better stats than I thought it did.
It's a griffin, man.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So, oh, the Goliath has 2 attacks. Oh, the griffin has 2 attacks.
So they both hit at least once.
They both hit twice.
Well, that works out.
Yeah. So this and what we'll use a D8. Okay. So.
Can that
Okay.
enemy actually survive all 4 hits?
Actually, it just very well might.
Oh God, what are these beefy monstrosities?
I know, this
Um,
thing's tanky.
Yeah. All right. So that's.
I should have used my crit on the first one again. I didn't know.
Wow. Okay, that is a lot of damage.
Oh, it's a good thing that they hit, but you said we all get advantage on all of our attacks against them anyway since they're being reckless. So could your attacks have critted?
None of them crit.
Okay.
Uh,
But I
so
didn't want to forget about that.
the one that got hit with 2 great axe attacks and oh, I rolled the wrong damage for that. Hold up. It was not that. It was this. Oh, it was the exact same amount. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We're good. So he's still up. He looks like crap, but he's still up. That's their turn. So that puts it to Frost? Frost.
I'm going to use Ice Ball. Make sure my friends are safe with Careful Spell while also using the Transmute spell.
Okay.
Because I want to make explosions. Because fuck these guys.
So
I
your
have
your
currently-
fireball is ice ball. If you were to do
Yes.
lightning bolt, would it be icing bolt? You kill him with confectionery deliciousness.
It would be Lightning Ball.
No, I'm saying if you were to do
So-
lightning bolt but make it frost.
Yes.
So they very much failed that. So they will take the full amount of 8d8
And any one is turned into a 2.
or 8d6, I should say.
Good.
Let's see what you got.
I love this. I love this.
Oh yeah, you're not in the thing.
So I'm like,
Oh yeah.
remember?
Oh yeah.
I'm
yeah.
like,
I
my computer
got
is
you.
doing some updatey
1,
stuff.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sixes. So that's 30. 2 4s, so that's 38, and 1 2, so 40 exactly.
How many? So it would involve the Goliath, then, and the Griffin to be for a careful
No.
spell, right?
I Careful Spelled
That
them.
means but keep in mind that means they take half damage. They auto succeed the saving throw, but
No, it means that I can make them immune to the damage.
no.
Whatever I did was to make them immune. I remember reading it.
Let's see.
It may allow.
That's
It allow-
Evoker Wizard, Evocation Wizard. Careful is you make them you make chosen people auto succeed.
Let's see. Feet. No, it was class sorcerer.
It's in my character sheet, written down on the second page.
Let's see. Was it base? I think it's base.
It's written down in
Yeah,
my character
there's
sheet on
handbooks.
the second page.
Sorcery point, flexible
Automatic
casting.
succeed on the
Whenever you
saving throw.
cast a spell that forces other creatures to make a saving throw, you can protect some of those creatures from that. To do so, spend a sorcery point and choose any number of those creatures up to your charisma modifier, minimum 1. A chosen creature automatically succeeds on the spell, on the saving throw against the spell.
Oh, still. Boom goes the dynamite. These guys are not dying. Make them die. Sorry, Zan.
So what does Zan take half of?
40, so 20 damage.
Oof.
And then 20 to the Griffin. And 20 to your Goliath bro.
Does he have cold resistance?
No.
Okay.
Oh, wait, yeah, he does.
So
Like
10.
I didn't think so.
So.
Well, I mean, they're a Goliath tribe that's meant in this exact environment, and this is where they excel at and live and everything. I mean, it wouldn't be far-fetched.
Technically, I negate resistance.
Oh yeah, that.
Oh, yeah,
That's
you do
automatic.
ignore it. Yep. All right, so.
Since you wanted to make it ice, yeah.
Yep. Then again, he wouldn't have had resistance if she had made it fire, so.
Everyone's still up and the enemies are dead, right?
One of them is dead.
Oh my god.
Well, everyone ganged up on basically one, and then one of them was partially damaged by Skiff's arrows, and the other one's untouched.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Except for your initial hit to it, yeah.
Yeah, you did a lot of damage, but only one of them actually died from that.
Yeah, they
Jeez.
beefy.
Agony, you're up.
Sick 'em.
You got it, boss. So let's see. They have advantage on that, and that's a
Yep.
total of 3 attacks, so that's 6 dice rolls.
And Agony has 2 attacks. That's 4 dice rolls right there.
So your boar hit. Congrats. Owlbear crit with the claw and hit with the bite. Oh, lordy. So now I need to look up what the boar's damage was. I forgot.
Did it move far enough to count as charge?
No, it did not.
Darn.
Like I wanted it.
So that is going to be... Ooh. All right, so the boar does 2d6. Nice. And then... No, come back. Snowy... Owlbear. For the beak, does 1d10, and then crit on its claw attack, which is 2d8. Oh, God. That owlbear is being really rude. You know what? That's fair. All right, so that's going to be...
Okay, well, no. If I recall correctly, Agni doesn't know the gender of Misery. You tried and you couldn't tell. You found out the one the first one you sent back to Duggan's Hole was a girl, and that's it so far.
Yep.
You got like a 4 or something on the animal handling trying to figure this one out, and it's like no.
All right, so
I'm gonna roll for the other one. So that one is.
It'll be all fine. It'll be all right?
Yeah.
So there's that, and then that on this one. Oh, the owlbear's first hit killed that one, so its critical hit is going against the other guy.
And so let's see if Agony's hits are even needed.
That's why I'm kind.
He's still up.
Okay, Agony, schmack.
17.
So with advantage, 17 hits.
Roll the other attack. Crit.
That's a crit.
Let's see
so
if the
that
crits.
misses.
First attack did 11.
Now, do you want to
First
divide?
that
Oh,
killed
there you
it.
go.
Like it doesn't.
Yeah, well, that's what you get when you get big beasties helping you out. And then everybody slept happily ever after and recovered all your health.
Yeah, it's like we have 2 more days.
So let's go ahead and
I
heal
want to lead
your...
him in Tiny Hunt again because it's all like I got hit with a cold ball.
Keep in mind, the midnight is like the last time of the day. So you want to just, are you saying you for 6 and 7, midnight's going to be protected by the hut?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we'll just go ahead and take those out. Congratulations, your day 6 is uneventful.
And then I'll use my last charge for the. That way I've gotten through all my charges of my tiny hut.
Before the expire time.
Yep.
Nice. All right. And then the last day, you get 2 encounters.
Neither at midnight, at least.
Both of them at noon.
Interesting.
Oh. Wait a minute. Is that... I think it is.
Don't tell me you're rolling double owlbear.
No, it's not the double. It's not double owl bear.
It's
But
like,
you're
that
gonna
means
laugh.
I'm a kennel.
You're gonna laugh
I
though
probably
when you
won't.
see. Let's see. So I'm gonna find the other one first. Oh, all right. That's new.
Okay, so to confirm, I don't want to say that I wasn't thinking with the rolling. Since you said those guys' attacks against Annis didn't matter since they never hit, I did read the like, quote unquote fine print, and enfeebling thing they would have had to made a con save, and if they failed the save, that's when the weapon damage would be reduced. But it didn't matter since they missed.
Changes everything.
Well, I just want to make sure it's known going forward, so it's not like I'm trying to hide anything.
Back.
Welcome back.
Look at you coming back for the first of our like last 2 encounters, but they're both at noon, so we'll see how it goes.
Do not mistake noon for daylight, though.
Yeah, no, it's not daylight. We're too north for that.
Not that word.
Magic-y?
Magic-y.
Aren't you glad that all of us just had like said, all of us just figured, you know what, fuck it, I'm night vision.
Almost like a lot of us have night vision.
So
I-
technically, you have 3 encounters.
Wait, what?
Technic.
Yeah, the third one being a blizzard.
I'm good.
What part of the day?
Noon.
What's that do
Oh
again?
my god.
When you say you're
Forgot.
good, that doesn't mean much considering it's the whole group that's together. Either we're lost or we're not.
Yeah, but that means I can help you.
Yeah.
So
I wonder.
You all want me to help you, don't you? Don't want me to just
I know, but
abandon
the way you phrase it, it's like, well, I'm not affected by that, guys. Haha.
Well, it's more, yay, one of us doesn't have to worry about it, so she could save the others. Aha.
Well, honestly, I think the best rolls I've gotten is out of survival checks to be able to get through that kind of thing anyway.
So you're gonna laugh when I put this first one on here.
I have extreme doubts I'll laugh.
Sliding down the hill on his belly.
Oh my god, is it a fucking...
Eatner.
It's a...
Vidner again.
It's
Vidner.
Vidner again. And as though a beacon in the night lights up, shining even through the blizzard, you can see it clear as day. Not that you guys have seen much day around here recently. This.
The absolute fuck is that?
Chloe.
Hold a light, walker. That doesn't sound good.
It sounds like it's just immune to all cold damage, to be honest.
Sounds like it might be not a lot.
What? Whatever gave you that idea? Roll initiative. And this is going to be the last one for the day.
Goodness, oh,
Okay. So we're gonna just roll. Come on, Frost. You gotta pull up your fucking thing and roll your freaking initiative.
Come
on,
Frost, you can do it.
Ah, yes, that's brilliant. I love it.
Well, you did better than the walker.
Good.
And if it couldn't get any worse, you hear a whisper on the wind.
What?
This is the doom that awaits you all. This is the fate of any who dare to claim what is mine. Behold the final light.
is he saying the light
So,
is his?
order Vidner, your Goliath friend, Zan, Skiff, Agony, Frost, Cold Light Walker.
This is fine.
So Vidner, he's going to run up and he is going to hit it. And I forgot to bring up his stats, so don't mind me. There we go. Oh, good, he's got multi-attack. As he does so, he shifts into bear form. Fully bear. So he's gonna maul this dude. Oh yeah, no, bear form's great. All right. So that's gonna be 2 attacks. A critical and a hit. So critical with the bite and hit with the claw. So oh. All right. So that's oh, wrong one. There we go. Oh, okay. His attacks look pretty effective. So after him, your Goliath friend is gonna fly over here. Oh, let's go down 1. There we go. And they're gonna do all of their attacks against him, which is 4 attacks. Hit, crit, hit.
I'm not sure we need to be here for this.
Well, I mean, I have a feeling.
Well, he also just said Vintner's one look really effective. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
Oh. No. All right, wasn't much more, but I'm glad I remembered that it wasn't 2 of the same dice for him. So that's gonna be wrong one. It was no, not you either. Wait, where did the? I could have sworn I opened the Griffin. Didn't I? Ah, there we go. Haha. Okay, so that's that, and then Arn, you add the same. Okay, so this plus 16. Oh, no, wait, I forgot. That's a crit, so that's plus 20, so 38 damage. Whoops, wrong guy. There we go. It's still standing after all of that, by the way. So after that, it goes to who was top of the order?
Me. Yep,
Zan.
I already
Okay.
walked over there.
Ah, there you are. Okay.
A resident bunker.
Hit. Bonk. All right.
17 bunks.
Bonkening to Electric Boogaloo. Oh, all right. Give me just a second. Wow, this poor thing. It didn't even get a turn.
I didn't even get to unleash my flurry of blows.
Nope. It didn't get to use either of its two specials.
Good.
Is there any more whispers now that it died?
No. No.
Did it have anything on it?
No. It had no weapons. It had only special abilities. And Jesus, two of these abilities were really, really strong.
Well, it's nice to see you again, Vintner. Thanks for helping.
Well, I mean, at this point, we're just going back to his home, right?
Yeah, we're going together now.
Do you mind joining?
You look like a trustworthy adventurer. Would you like to join us on our quest?
I'm just escorting a guy home. Less than a day's travel away.
It's not like
Basically, yeah.
escorting is just traveling with.
Yep.
We're going.
So the Cold Light Walker is a very interesting enemy. Unfortunately, it's just not good. Like, two of its abilities are pretty strong, and its attacks are relatively strong, but like it has like nothing. It's got a lot of health. So it's immune to cold. You guys guessed correctly. It's immune to blind, charm, exhaust, paralyze, petrify, and poison. It has dark vision 60 feet. It sheds bright light for 20 feet and can even use an action to blind any creature that can see it. Any creature killed by it freezes solid for 9 days. And
Damn.
during which time it can't be thawed, harmed by fire, animated, or raised from the dead. It doesn't require any air, food, drink, or sleep. Its slam attack does 2d8 plus 2 plus 4d6 cold. The 2d8 is bludgeoning, the 4d6 is cold. Or it has just, a 60-foot ranged attack where it does 4d10 cold damage. Which I think 2 or 3 of you don't care about, but the rest of you probably do.
Yeah. But is there any other encounters?
No, you guys are done with your encounters for the week. And speaking of, forgot to bring you guys with me down here. Welcome back to this place. And with that, though, we were going to call it here because I have to get up. However, I will say, starting next month, my hours will be changing, so we will be able to go for a little bit longer if you guys want. It's just right
No.
now we're opening super early, so I have to stop at before
No.
11. So
I.
anyway,
Can you
point
hear
is,
me?
we can't. Yes, I can hear you. I'm
Just
trying to
saying.
finish my statement.
Sorry.
if we ever get the chance, we can go for longer, but for now, nothing's really changing. In any event, thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate you. If you're watching this on YouTube as a VOD, leave a like, etc., etc. You know how all this works. And we will see you next week for the negotiation portion of this particular quest. See you next week. Bye bye.